Irfan sir ever able to kind of see you on screen even a bit?
No. He had one opportunity to come to my 8th grade play where he was shooting. So no, he's never seen me. Oh my God! Oh my God! Baba just pushed me like, you go. This is your chance, go. And I was like, what? I can't go. The shot. And he's watched the shot, he's going, Baba, तो Brando लग रहे हो यार. I was like, Baba, मैं 3 सेकंड के लिए हूँ फ्रेम में. और वो 3 सेकंड में तुम Brando लग रहे हो.
So I used to hold her and,
she would even wipe off sweat from my face.
So,
like
and
that close.
Anvitaa is like, you can't touch her.
I think after Bulbbul, definitely there is a change. People who would not take me seriously earlier are taking me seriously now, and success can get to you. It can really get to you, but I'm really fortunate that I have these people and my friends who treat me like shit.
I always, growing up, boys didn't want to be my friends. I don't know what it was about me, but like guys always ragged me and I couldn't, and it was a really strange environment, but all I wanted to do was talk about my feelings, and Mama was the one that was present, like physically present. And I think that relationship growing up was so important for me.
Because for me, I didn't really have to think too much because it was almost like Bulbbul became the prep for Qala.
Yeah.
As a director and actor, I could see that this is Jagan. So it's not that it is Babil. That's my Jagan. So that's why he is in the film.
Once in I'll say a few years or maybe a long time, rarely comes a film that kind of connects to you on an emotional level, on an intellectual level, and all the other levels that there exist, because Qala is one of those, and I had the pleasure of kind of getting a glimpse of it, and I just fell in love with it. And I fell in love with the cast and the crew that went behind it, and today it's an honor for me to be sitting with them and have a conversation and get a little insight into the world of Qala. So everyone, welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you.
I want to start by asking Anvitaa ma'am, like, did this concept hit close to home for you, because you have a musical background, you have worked as a lyricist, so kind of exploring that world of music, did it felt like a little homecoming?
Yes, in the sense of that, because I'm familiar with that world, I know what music sittings look and feel like, what are the discussions that happen. Also because interested in history and history of music, and we know कि गाने पहले कैसे बनते थे. So all of that, yes, that is what is familiar and comforting and wonderful that I wanted to put in the film. But what's happening is a story with stuff that I want to talk about.
But I must say, like, it's the perfect follow-up for Bulbbul. The kind of world that you have shown there, it's drastically different, but there is still a certain sense of connectivity, and it's not just Triptii. I must say. There is a sense of connectivity because you feel that kind of vision comes from the same mind. You feel that, and that's very beautiful, I must say. So thank you for that.
Thank you for saying
also,
that.
Like, Swastika, I feel like your hairstyle suits the best for the period films. And I feel like that is something where you don't have to work at all. It naturally kind of suits that era. But for you to kind of...
वो पूरा ही work ही है. बहुत काम करना पड़ता है.
But like for you to work with, your major portion in the film is with Triptii. So to work with her, kind of feed off her energy and still be like a guiding force for her in the film, how was that experience for you? Like?
I didn't feel that. I think I was guiding her, and it just happened very
easy,
naturally and very easily. Because I'm a mother and my daughter is just few years younger to her, so I feel this motherly thing for just kids and children around me. Like I work with. I've played a mother in a lot of my films, and there are kids around me. I tend to talk to them the way I talk to my daughter, and my body reacts that way, and it just happens. It's not that I'm really thinking about it. It just happens automatically. The way I'm breathing, it just happens that way without me, it getting registered in my mind. So I used to hold her and,
She would
kind
even
of
wipe off sweat from my face.
So
like
and
that close. she was.
Anvita is like, you can't touch her. Why are you people sitting cuddling each other like that? So and I tend to like, what are you doing? Or it was because we were shooting in a hilly place and it was very cold, so we were kind of wrapped in a blanket and we were always hugging and cuddling and sitting like that. But on screen it just comes out as drastically different. But she's a beautiful actor and a great woman to be around.
Yeah. And Tripti, for you, like, I believe that Bulbbul was like a rebirth for you as an actor.
Yeah, 100%.
People take a different kind of notice of you. People observed you in a different way. Since then to Qala, how have things changed for you in terms of the way you look at your work right now, and also how the industry is kind of perceiving you today?
I think after Bulbbul, definitely there is a change. People who would not take me seriously earlier are taking me seriously now, and I, luckily have been getting a lot of good opportunities, which is great. And as far as acting is concerned, I think every project is there to teach you something or the other, and this whole experience of doing a film with Anvita and the entire cast and crew of Bulbbul, and it's, I think, taught me the importance of having good people around you and having a support system around you, which is so important. And because sometimes, you can feel really lost in this whole tam jam. And it's really important to have your people around you who keep you grounded. Because it's so easy for us, kuch hit ho jata hai and some success can get to you. It can really get to you. But I'm really fortunate that I have these people and my friends who treat me like shit.
That's the word we were looking for.
But it's good. I feel like they keep me grounded. They keep
Please
me
stay like
sane.
this only.
And it's so important. And I think, acting wise, I don't think I used to take acting so seriously earlier because I didn't know a lot of things. I was still figuring out my life. I was still figuring out whether this is something that I can do or not do, whether this is something that I would be able to do for life, or, I was still confused in my head. But I think after Bulbbul, I kind of gained confidence in myself and I found answers to some of the questions that I had for myself. So that is definitely happened.
And I remember, like, when I was watching the trailer, whenever I saw that glimpses of you in the recording studio, it reminds you of that the old videos you watch of Asha Bhosle ma'am or Lata ma'am. So it kind of reminds you. Did you kind of take references of that, or maybe saw kind of a little bit to get that attitude of maybe how to kind of stand or pull off in a recording studio?
Not really, because I was asked not to watch anything for references.
Okay.
We were only focusing on Qala, and the Shrisha, she's voice of Qala, and I was only allowed to observe her. So when the music recordings were happening, Anvita took me to the recording sessions and she said, just observe the way she's singing, because when she's singing, I want you to notice where she's breathing and where she's not breathing and singing in one go. So just that bit I had to observe. And then whatever happened. There was no intention to copy someone or be like, ki yaar aisa karna chahiye. No, it was like, she's like, you be Qala and you just sing. I want to see Qala. I don't want to see somebody else in the...
And it's inspiration. It's not copying. It's just...
No, but even then, like, nothing. I was just trying to sing like Shrisha. She's beautiful.
And like,
what it was.
Babil, for you, like, your entry into the world of showbiz has been under so much scrutiny. I won't use the word debut because I have that word. So I am taking that the note of that, and so I'll say that your entry into this world has been under a lot of scrutiny, has been under a lot of limelight, and you chose a very unconventional way to kind of enter this world. It's not what people, but I think it's in your genes, so that kind of justifies it as well. But was there any apprehension while selecting this project? Because it was your first?
There were other things, and there were apprehensions towards the other things. Then when I walked in to give my audition to ma'am, and I'm a very high energy kid, right? So I walked in like a ball, and ma'am just saw me. And I calmed down, and she hugged me, and I was home. There was no more thinking. This was the one project. There were no apprehension, no doubt. I followed the feeling, and the feeling has brought me here. And I think the feeling will only carry me wherever I have to be carried. It's in the hands of life. It's not in my hands anyway. So.
Yeah, and I feel like even in this interview, you're surrounded by such strong women. On the sets, you were surrounded by them. At home, you have such a strong mother.
Yeah.
So how have kind of women influenced your life in personal as well as professional capacity now?
I always growing up, boys didn't want to be my friends. I don't know what it was about me, but like guys always ragged me and I couldn't come back. Like, you know how you, कोई उड़ाता है, like कोई तेरी उड़ाता है तो तू कुछ comeback, मेरे comeback ही नहीं आते थे, like मेरे पास आता ही नहीं था, मैं बस facial expression बना के चला जाता था, because nothing would come, and I would love to talk about my feelings and like I would just love to talk, and I don't know, just organically I've always had more female friends, and guys would think that, you know, oh, ये लड़की पटा रहा है, and they'll get jealous. And it was a really strange environment, but all I wanted to do was talk about my feelings, you know. Yeah. And Mama was the one that was present, like physically present. And I think that relationship growing up was so important for me. And I just feel like I never thought about these things, like, you know, how women have influenced me as a man. I have really not thought about it. It just feels like, how do I explain? Like, there's just friendship, there's just bond. And I just feel open and I feel free. And I just, because of Mama's upbringing, there's a certain responsibility as well towards how the world is right now and how society is right now and what the place of women in society is right now and what you would like it to be. Right? There's a responsibility towards that, of course, and that comes from the upbringing. But yeah, I just feel like free and open.
Around me, yeah. First part, hard relate. Boys did not want to be my friends also while I was growing up. So hard relate on that fact. And I had my sister to kind of find that comfort in. So we are vibing on that level. Yeah. Anvitaa, for you, like seeing Qala and Triptii, and seeing your hero in Babil, like how was that for you? How did these two people come into your mind and fit into your vision?
So I had already worked with Triptii in Bulbbul, and I knew that she also, like she said, she saw recognition and appreciation with Bulbbul. She got a Filmfare with Bulbbul. And so I was like, let's not take this for granted. I had to ask her. I sent her the script and I asked her, would you do it? Because for me, I didn't really have to think too much because it was almost like Bulbbul became the prep for Qala.
Yeah.
As a director and actor, Bulbbul was the groundwork we did so that we could do Qala in terms of performance and where all she had to go. But she did say yes, and she did bring her A game to the table, and which means she basically committed to the role 100%. Was there we prepped for almost 3 months, just on her character, and she gave me every day. She would come meet me wherever I was, and spend time with me, spend the whole day with me prepping for the character. So that, I mean, why would I not work with such an actor? You know, I know that there is, at least I don't know anyone who would give me that other than her. That kind of commitment, I don't know. You know? Babil, actually, my DA, Rabia, who I adore, okay. So we were looking for Jagan's character, and Jagan, such a beautiful character, and I auditioned so many boys. Casting bay, I think, was pulling their hair out by the end. They were like, Abhishek would be like, I know what you want, but like, okay, we are trying. because he's read the script. He knows how I'm looking at Jagan. And we kept searching. And there were many wonderful boys that I auditioned. They were wonderful. And I was like, my God, he's so good. I have to work with him, but he's not Jagan. And then Rabia said, Rabia is Babil's childhood friend. They've been, I think, since first standard, they've been together. And she... So I have known Rabia's family for many years. I think when they were all about 13, 14. So I've seen him, I know him as Sutapa's son. And she said, you want to try him? So I was like, but you told me he's studying like to be a DOP or something like that. And she was like, no, but he's in Bombay right now. So you cannot. I said, ask him if he'll audition. I spoke to my casting people and they said, oh, our new deck, because you've rejected everybody, had his name in it. So I said, "ठीक है, इसको audition करो." And they auditioned him. And I saw the audition and I felt that recognition, that slight recognition of it is Jagan. And then I called him in so that I could audition him, so that I could be sure. So we did some 2-3 rounds of auditions and readings and talking about the character. By the end of it, I could see that this is Jagan. So it's not that it is Babil.
It's Jagan.
That's my Jagan. So that's why he is in the film.
Yeah, Irfan sir ever able to kind of see you on screen even a bit?
No. He had one opportunity to come to my 8th grade play where he was shooting. So no, he's never seen me. Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay. So Kareem single. I was the camera intern, right?
Yeah.
But my cat.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so you want to know about debut? That's my debut. Go watch it. So Kareem, I was a camera intern. The extras didn't show up. Right? The 2 extras that had to play the characters didn't show up. And like back then, Baba just pushed me like, you go. This is your chance, go. And I was like, what? I can't go. And then if you see at the start of the film, there is a guy waiting on a bike and there is a girl buying condoms at the chemist. That's me and the...
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the footage.
And Baba, and it's like a what? Like a 4-second, like it's like that and it's gone, huh?
Yeah.
Baba has gone to the edit table just to watch the shot. And he's watched the shot, he's gone, Baba तो Brando लग रहे हो यार. Baba मैं 3 सेकंड के लिए हूँ फ्रेम में. और वो 3 सेकंड में तुम Brando लग रहे हो.
But chalo, at least he got to see you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are many more stories inside of you that we will get to see with time, and many more collaborations between you and Tripti, you and Babil.
Me
you and
also, यार
Swastika.
ऐसे तो हर
मैं
बार
एक एक करके.
नहीं,
Yeah.
पहले बोल दो अभी.
Okay. So Anvitaa ma'am and Swastika ma'am first. And after that, Tripti and Babil will come. But first this combo, then the rest.
Then the rest.
But I'm sure this team up will happen again soon because this deserves to happen soon. So thank you so much for giving me this chance to have this conversation with you, for sharing a little part of your life with me. Thank you so much for that, and
Thank you.
wishing all of you lots and lots of love and luck for Qala and everything you do in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Babil.
Hi, this is Triptii Dimri.
Namaskar, this is Swastika Mukherjee.
Hello, this is Anvitaa Dutt.
And you're watching us live on Bollywood Bubble. Not live. You're not watching us live.
You're just watching
You're
us.
just watching
Please
us.
like, share and subscribe. Please like, share and subscribe to Bollywood Bubble. Finally, I've said it.